Hello everyone and welcome for today's session. Today we will go through with the conditions for success of privatization. In last video we have discussed about various obstacles of privatization. These obstacles and many other problems, many limitations are lead to unsuccessful privatization, or government may not be able to receive the amount what government desire. Many of time even people are opposing, and after even privatization the privatized firm may not be able to work in a proper way. Generally the aim is to improve the efficiency, but even after privatization the efficiency may not improve. So this all and many other reasons will ultimately lead to unsuccessful privatization. It means after even privatization government will not receive a fruitful result. Hence there are some conditions that need to be followed if government want to make a privatization successful. So amongst this condition, the first one condition is committed by political leaders to affect such changes. Privatization cannot be successful and cannot be sustained if the political leadership, if the political parties are committed to it. Until and unless they show the preference towards the shift from government company to private company, and in this shift there should be the improvement of performance. There should be an improvement of performance. Only this will lead to decrease in dissatisfaction amongst the people. So ultimately the government need to make sure that after privatization the public dissatisfaction which was previously there, that should be decreased, and for that a full efforts need to be made by government so that the dissatisfaction and the problems which was faced by people previously before privatization should be removed. The second condition is transfer of ownership from government monopoly to private monopoly. If the privatization lead to the private monopoly, it means there are only one supplier or there are only one contractor in government firm or government activity. Then it will not be ultimately a successful privatization called. There must be a multiple private supplier, or there must be a multiple private companies in a particular sectors, because only one company or a very few suppliers or very few competent companies that will not be able to achieve the government benefit for what the privatization is been made. So the government need to be ensure that the previously there was a government monopoly, but after privatization there should not be a private sector monopoly. The third condition is there should be freedom of entry of private sector firm. If the private sector firm restrict the entry for other companies by creating a long-term contract or franchisee, then ultimately the customers which are at a loss. A very few companies or a single company is there in market, then the customer's choice will decrease. So in such a cases many industries are there where there is a limit of entry, like capital intensive company. In such industries entry restriction are there, but apart from this there should not be any entry restriction by government. If government put such a kind of entry restriction, then it may also lead to monopoly in private sector. So more number of suppliers will ultimately lead to a better public services. So the government need to be ensure that after conversion of public company into private company, the private company should not put any kind of restriction for other companies to enter into market. The next condition is public services to be provided by private sector should be specific and measurable. Generally, government services, the services which are provided by government companies, and after conversation of privatization, the activities of private sector should be measurable. It is very difficult to measure the services, but then too the government need to put certain amount of measurement criteria so that people can easily measure the services provided by private sector, and then they can link the benefits they are receiving and the amount they are paying for the services. If there is lack of specificity, that is a specific service is not provided by private sector, or the service is not measurable, then it will ultimately lead to dissatisfaction among the people, because many people in our country are illiterate, unorganized, and even they do not have the detailed knowledge about all those services. So government should have to ensure that whatever services are provided by private sector, they should be measurable. The next is consumer education and awareness about the benefit. Until and unless the customer feels that they are getting benefits for what they are paying, till then the privatization will not be going to successful, and hence government need to put efforts to ensure that the customers should be educated about the benefit they will receive after privatization against the cost they are paying for such changes. So such kind of information and consumer education should be done by government company, as well as after privatization the private company need to ensure the same. The next condition is privately provided services should be less susceptible to fraud. Generally, in our country, many people are having belief that government company will ultimately lead to fraudulent activities, corruption, bribe activities, etc. Now, if the same image will be persist by the people after converting it to privatization, that it will not lead to achieve the success, and hence government need to ensure that the services provided by private sectors in cooperation with the government company, they are free from any kind of fraud, and people need to increase their trust among these companies. And the last condition is benefits of privatization should be passed to stakeholders. The benefit are not only for government, benefits of privatization are not only for customers or public, but many other stakeholders are also benefited from this privatization. It may create more job opportunities, it may lead to better quality of product, it may lead to increase in tax for government. So many stakeholders are benefited by privatization. So all the benefits relevant to all the stakeholders should be provided, should be passed on to them. Until and unless any stakeholders are not benefited with this privatization, then they are not going to be satisfied with this privatization, and hence all the benefits should be passed on to all the stakeholders. So after following this all condition, government may ensure that the privatization may lead to and become a successful privatization for government as well as for people. So that is all about today's session. Have a nice day. Goodbye.